Hello, everyone. I am Abhishek Mishra. I'm one of the co-founders of International Academy of Entrepreneurship and Employability Worldwide. I'm based in Bangalore, India. And as promised, we bring you the second episode, Founders Doctrine. And today we have with us global founder and social imaginer Vijay K. Srivastav and the head of assessment, qualification, and fitment, AQF Centers of Mission Entrepreneurship and Mission Innovation, me and my stores of IAEGlocal Worldwide, Dr. Gurminder Rawal ji. And every month we will have an inspirational and engaging episodes with our other co-founders from across geographies about the mission and vision of IAEGlocal Worldwide, which has already become a global movement by now. So before we move forward, I would like to thank all our distinguished speakers and all our audience who took time out on a busy Saturday afternoon. So let's begin and hear from Dr. Rawal and her journey with IAEGlocal Worldwide. So, ma'am, we welcome you to this show, the discussion, the conversation. And the very first question would love to know more about how do you see work, purpose, and responsibility, and how does this mission connect with your own life purpose, both professionally and personally?
First of all, I would like to thank you, Abhishek, for having me in this podcast today. And I'm feeling both privileged and excited to be a part of this journey and how I joined this mission. So, I was previously an educator. Before that, I was a forensic scientist. So, while being an educator, I was teaching Vijay's son. So I knew him as only father of one of my students. And once I quit that job of mine and I embarked upon a different mission in my life, that I became a life coach, and now I'm nurturing Gen Z and parents. I'm kind of acting like a bridge between both the generations so that all the miscommunications between them are sorted. And parallelly, I am doing a lot of voluntary work with underprivileged children, making them empowered, nurturing them mentally so that they feel that they are also equal to others. And my mission in life is to make them enter into the mainstream, irrespective of what kind of degrees, but based upon their skills, their abilities, they also have the right to live respectfully. So, your question that how did I find synergy? So that was my mission, and suddenly one day I get a call from Vijay that, ma'am, we would like you to join in this mission of ours. And here was an opportunity. I was limiting myself to a smaller area, a city wherein I am working right now. And this gave me an opportunity to take this work to more and more people, to be instrumental and helpful in their journeys, in helping them live respectfully and earn respectfully, which is the base of Indian Academy of Entrepreneurship. So I joined it in January 24, and since then I am a part of this global mission. Now in this I am heading assessment and qualification fitment wing. So that's how it is, and professionally how it's helping. I'll get more exposure, more experience. I'm learning so many new things in this mission, and that is sharpening my personal skills, which will help in my profession too. So this is how I find synergy between Indian Academy of Entrepreneurship and Gurminder Rawal's mission.
So that's so fulfilling to know that when you spoke about creating that opportunity for everyone, as you said, that everyone has that right to live with dignity. And that's where I am headed to the next question for you is, and we would love to know about the moment in your life wherein you felt that this is entire mission is not just a concept, but something very real, meaningful, and that'll be impacting human lives by addressing the challenges of the joblessness, the job gaps, and social inequalities in and around the world. So, what is your take on that, ma'am?
It's a very important and reflecting question, Abhishek, because as I told you, I was an educator. And I have seen both as a teacher and as a parent the plight of this generation. They are good in everything, earning good qualifications, good degrees, but every time they are searching for jobs. And I have seen people getting either remaining either unemployed or underemployed. And both these situations are leading to huge anxieties among this generation. And same is the situation of women. So many women are not educated or less educated. That doesn't mean that they don't have abilities. And somewhere in my heart, I wanted to be helping them in gaining respect. Once again, the school of businesses, the vision of the school is beyond degrees. We are working on the skills, on the abilities of the people, where lies their heart. Whatever is their strength, we nurture their strengths, and we are never focusing on what they can't do, rather, what they can do to the best of their abilities so that they are able to live respectfully, earn respectfully, and ultimately they also have the right for wealth creation. The basic motto of Indian Academy. So, once again, that was the turning point for me that, yeah, we are working beyond the degrees, beyond the certifications, helping everybody, nurturing every mind towards their strengths and making them more confident about themselves.
I mean, I love that word when you are saying nurturing and nurturing the talent and focusing more on the strength and rather highlighting the areas of improvement or development one has. So
Yeah,
everyone can get the equal opportunity, equal career path in any field, maybe as a job seeker
exactly.
or as an entrepreneur. But it should be dignified. It should be equal opportunity for everyone. Um,
Yeah.
Great. So moving on to the next point, Dr. Raval, it's all about, sense dignity that you spoke about. So the next point is in your viewpoint and your perspective, how can a movement like this can change the way entrepreneurship and employability are being understood, are being taken or being accepted globally when it comes to the dignified livelihood solutions and wealth creation opportunities? What is your take on that, Dr. Raval?
Abhishek, the word dignified livelihood solutions and wealth creations, they itself are explaining everything. When I said in my previous answer that I am on to the mission of my life was to empower every mind that I am something, I have some ability, and I should get an opportunity to explore further in my abilities. So here we are not at all discriminating or differentiating between anybody across the globe based upon their background, based upon their learning, based upon their certification, their education level. We are more focused on their abilities, their willingness to work. When there is willingness, people are already into that mindset that they want to upskill themselves and they want to put in their best. So, School of Businesses, here we are empowering them. We are giving them opportunities based upon their interest areas, based upon their skill set. We are connecting them to the right people at the right time, making them employable. And if somebody wants to have their own work, their own business, so again, the School of Business will help them connect with the right people, help them gain more skills so that they are further helped by our mission onto the path of entrepreneurship with full abilities. This much is the thing I know for sure, but the execution part is always on the VJ's list. he breathes, dreams, lives Indian Academy, so he can add more to this answer how exactly he is going to do, because I am into AQF and मैं वहाँ देख के that people how they are able, what is their strength. Next is Vijay who takes care of them. So over to him.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rawal. Thank you. Thanks for being with us. Thank you, Abhishek. Dr. Rawal, your responsibility and the kind of role which you are playing here in this institution building journey uh, around this mission of vision of Indian Academy of Entrepreneurship, which starts the very first word of this institution is nurture innovation, entrepreneurship, and employability. And this is, as you rightly mentioned, as a guru, as an assessment head, as an assessment professional, and as an assessment guru and teacher who would be able to understand the potential of every member joining our IAEGlocal Worldwide community uh, to establish a correlation with his or her potential and the potential of entrepreneurship or the potential to become an employable human resources. And that is something that is the frame of reference under which we operate. So for us, for International Academy of Entrepreneurship around the world, for Indian Academy of Entrepreneurship here in India, no one is to be segregated or divided or rejected based on this assessment. The assessment is a process, is a mechanism of embracing anyone or everyone, be it a student, be it a professional, white collar, blue collar professional, be it a woman, be it a differently able person, be it a different gender person, LGBT, etc. Anyone or everyone is most welcome, and we welcome everyone to be a part of this mission and the movement to help oneself in collaboration with us through our assessment processes, through our institution building journey, by going through different stages of their life and different stages of the nurturing process and become eligible livelihood earner for yourself, for the society, for the family, for the nation, and overall become a part of the global economy. And that is where assessment becomes very critical and it plays a very important role to ascertain that who is going to be a fit at this point in time as an entrepreneurial resource or as an employable resource.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful blended answer of both the speakers. So great listening to you both, Dr. Rawal and Vijay. So Vijay, you spoke about that the fitment check, and as a listener, I'm very curious to know, and I'm just rephrasing, correct me if I'm wrong. So my understanding is the purpose of this entire assessment, it not to reject anybody, however, to check the fitment and to ensure that everyone has some or the other potential to seek their employment or employability or entrepreneurship opportunity in this entire institution. Is it the correct understanding?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because that is where you see, Abhishek, we find it, and of course, Dr. Rawal is very much aware of it. Our the roles which we distribute around our community starts with social imagineer. So, this role itself is basically a role of imagination. Okay. And imagination is the capacity and capability of any human being. It's an innate nature of human being. Okay. So we don't have any right to segregate or to divide population based on gender, caste, creed, race, religion. Therefore, we do not talk about any segregation. We do not talk about any rejection. Neither do we reject any population. We welcome everyone. However, the mindset at different stages of your life are different.
Correct.
Okay. So therefore, one may or may not be a fit immediately when someone joins our community to become an entrepreneur, to immediately start working as a startup mind, as rightly stated by Dr. Rawal. Dr. Rawal, day in, day out, is facing students, children, Gen Z, etc. So there are students who may or may not be very aggressive by personality to become a fighter, but not to become an entrepreneur. Okay. So fighting as an entrepreneurial venture may become his, he become a boxing champion tomorrow. Okay. But right at that stage, the student does not have that mindset to become an entrepreneurially, entrepreneurial fighter. Okay. Or a startup fighter, a professional fighter. No, he has to go through that process of learning. He has to go through that process of nurturing in the school of business to become a professional fighter. Okay. So that is where we assess people and people's mind.
Awesome. Awesome to hear that. There's no discrimination. It's only the fitment check that we do as an institution. Great. So moving on, and this question is to Dr. Raval, is how can you see that you or we as an institution add value in the lives of other IAE Global Worldwide community members through our current plan or maybe the future plans under the framework of me and my services to humanity. So, what is your take on that, Dr. Raval? Even Vijay.
Vijay, you would like to answer or should I?
Please go ahead, ma'am. Please.
Yeah, Abhishek, how possible it is that you repeat the question because I interjected in between.
No problem.
Okay, I will repeat that. So, I asked is how can you as an individual or we as an institution can add value in the lives of other IA Global Worldwide community members because we work worldwide and other communities across geographies through our current and future plans under the framework of me and my services to humanity.
Yeah. So when we talk about me and my services, mission, employability, and mission innovation. So this is a part of your mindset. First, I want to, and how does this journey begin? When we tap the right potential at the right age. First, when we talk about a global community and go global angle to this mission, we are living in an age when we say that we live in a global village. Now, there are no boundaries, no discrimination based upon the distance or anything. Right now, also, we are connected across the globe, but sitting across our screens. So it has become such a small world. The whole world can be connected in no time across the screens. So we can exchange our ideas, our visions. And when we have such a vision that we want equality, respect, humanity all around, maybe it will be instrumental in making this world a better place, a stable place. Right now, we are in a very precarious kind of condition of the world. Not because of geopolitical reasons, because of several reasons. Our Gen Z is struggling to find their foothold for their existence, being labeled for no reasons of them because they have been nurtured in that kind of environment. So, this mission is going to give, as we said earlier, no discrimination based upon the kind of behavioral things, the kind of mental bent, the kind of abilities or skills. Here we are to empower them both mentally, financially, and confidence wise. And this should not be limited to only India. It is Indian Academy, but it is present in different parts of the world. So this mission is ultimately aimed at spreading that employability, that respectful living, dignified living, and wealth creation, and enjoying that created wealth and the ability which everybody shares with everybody across the globe. No discrimination. That is how I visualize this. And further, the mission has, or maybe having more insights, that is better we listen to Vijay again.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rawal. Abhishek, so nicely put forth by Dr. Rawal as a coach, mother, sister, teacher, guru. And therefore, this complete me, my services, mission entrepreneurship and mission innovation service of Indian Academy of Entrepreneurship, which is all over the world now. In most of the parts of the world, we are there. We have got our presence in the form of an individual representative of ours or in the form of an academy. It's there. So the
Yeah.
objective is very clear. We foresee a future where everyone has to have the right sized, tailor made, bare minimum capital to not to take care of himself or herself. However, there is no limit for one thing, that is knowledge, that is innovation. And let me tell you, Abhishek and Dr. Rawal, it's only and only knowledge and innovation which is going to make our Gen G or our Gen T or Gen Alpha or whichever gen we talk about. It's only and only innovation which is going to make us thrive and survive to remain sustainable around the world in any part of the island or of the hemisphere or whatever we call it. Okay. The moment we put a check on innovation, the moment we put a stop on innovation, okay, we are going to stop growth and the transformation which is happening all around the world, okay, to fulfill the human needs. Now, coming back to this point, which we keep on deliberating and talking about, the school of business, the way it has emerged from what it used to be when we conceptualized it and where it has reached today, it is becoming a bridge between the world education system and the world socio-economic order. And as rightly stated by Dr. Rawal, you know, this world, the Gen G, the Gen Alpha in times to come, or any generation where we fall into, today, none of us are bothered about any degree or a certification being issued from an institution or from educational institution or from a government. Everyone is concerned about the basics of livelihood and knowledge to be acquired as much as to become a skilled handset. Not again through over academized education system, through vocational education system. It's only and only innovation, entrepreneurship, and employability oriented education system through a school of business, which can train the mind, which can train the population, which can embrace our women folk to be a part and parcel of our complete ecosystem, to nurture this kind of talent, to take it to the next level in terms of global growth, global sustainability, global rise, than one particular pocket of a globe, like say, and that is where, of course, we do not expect ourselves to getting into the geopolitical crisis which is happening all around the world, okay, or a local crisis which is happening due to political interventions or due to political, uh, you know, mm, uh, criminalization of politics or governance or government. Okay, so that is something which is a different ballgame altogether. So that's where we are concerned with nurturing talent irrespective of any caste, creed, race, religion segregation, and bringing them under our fold of mission entrepreneurship, mission innovation services.
Great. It's great to understand the wisdom and the clarity that Dr. Rawal and you brought to this entire discussion, Vijay. So it'll not be wrong if I say that this how this world's first ever School of Business has been playing its role as a game changer of knowledge creation and economic powerhouse. So it's amazing to know that. And moving on to the next part, audience, if you have any questions for our speakers, you can quickly do that. We can just take one or two questions, keeping time on mind. So if you want to ask, you can unmute and ask. Anyone has any question for our speakers? You can please unmute and ask. So looks like it's all great with the audience, Vijay and Dr. Rawal. And so thank you so much. I would love to extend my heartfelt gratitude to you both, Vijay and Dr. Rawal, and everyone present here for their valuable time and your presence. Thank you so much. And with this, your host Abhishek signs off. See you all in the next episode in March. We will come back with the time and the date. Till then, stay tuned, take care, and stay awesome.